Well, hello, everyone.
Hello, Facebook. Hello, Adultitis Fighters. We are live from our car for this very fun-sized version of Escape Adulthood live tonight, and we're happy to be here.
Yeah, it's raining outside, but
Can
we
you
are
tell?
we are dry, and it's all good.
Hello, Doreen. Thanks for tuning in tonight, Victoria. Yes, we are coming back. We've had a long day of travel. Left our hotel room in Las Vegas this morning at 7 a.m. and we're almost home.
Hopefully you can. Well, now it's pouring.
Now it's pouring.
So there you go. Yeah.
Hi, Martha. Hi, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. Jennifer wants to know where we are. We are on a roadside strip mall kind of a thing in Wisconsin here. We're not that far from home, but we couldn't make it all the way back to the studio. So, so we wanted to just check in real quick with a fun-sized episode of Escape Adulthood Live, because we knew we probably wouldn't be able to have a full-on show tonight, but love to have you guys check in with you guys.
We have two things tonight to stick around for. The first one is a really cool little story we have to share about what to do when you're feeling kind of jealous and comparing people, and that might be kind of eating at you a little bit, which I think is a very relatable thing, especially in the world of social media. And then we have a special drawing, our first drawing for the Wonder Whimsy Society members tonight. So we have our tickets here, we packed them in the car, we have our prizes, and we're going to do that at the very end.
We got some amazing fun prizes, yeah.
By the way, I see especially our folks, who join us every week. Can you give us a little thumbs up in the chat if you're able to hear us okay? It is downpouring.
Yes.
And if you guys can't hear us, we'll go to plan B. But definitely let us know how the sound quality is so that we can know if we need to get a little closer to the microphone, okay?
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yes, Kelsey says yes. I
Okay.
assume that means she can hear us, so hopefully that is the case.
Hello,
Kelsey.
Steve. Hello, Steve. Okay,
Meg. Okay, good.
Yeah, thank you. So we were in Las Vegas the last several days, speaking for the National Speakers Association. I know we've been kind of hyping that up and excited about that, and it went really well.
It went really well. We'll probably get a chance to talk more about it. I think we have some backstage footage that we might post in the Wonder Whimsy Society. After rehearsal, we were
Not
less than confident.
Yeah, not confident. I mean, rehearsal went really, really bad.
Yes,
like almost crying bad.
We had a lot of technical things that we were trying to basically mimic our weekly show on a stage in front of all these people, and we learned we only had about 5 minutes to set it all up. So at rehearsal we tried to set up as much as we could, and there was a really bad echo, or like a delay. So it was like we would talk, and then 2 seconds later you'd hear what we just said, nonstop. And so we were talking, just doing mic checks, just assuming that they were going to fix that.
Right.
And then one of the AV guys says, "Okay, so that's how that'll be. Now let's talk about how we get you off the stage."
Wait,
like,
what? That's how that will be? He's like, yeah, you're gonna, when you guys are speaking for that portion of the program, which by the way was about 30 minutes, he's like, it's just going to be like when you're on the phone and they have that, there's that echo where you can hear yourself. So we're like, let me give it this straight. That's how it's going to be for us for 30 minutes out of our 60-minute program. And he's like, yeah, I mean, you'll get used to it. Yeah.
So yeah, we walked out of that rehearsal both considering maybe we should just scrap this whole thing and I should just go out there with a microphone and give a different talk. And I knew for myself, like, if we did that, I would regret it for the rest of my life, because this was the National Speakers Association. We wanted to create something that had never been done before. We wanted to do something that would be memorable. And I thought, well, if this goes off the rails badly, it'll be very memorable. But we
that was a risk we were willing to take, I guess.
I kind of had a backup plan of what my speech would be if everything went to hell. Luckily, I didn't have to use it. But just the idea of, like, whatever's meant to be is meant to be. And we kind of talked about it. We're like, we'll just have to pretend like we're in the basement, in our studio, doing our weekly live show. It's just me and you, and we're looking at the camera, and just forget everything else. And just try to forget the fact that everything I'm saying right now is being repeated immediately. So I think we did pretty good.
And we warned our friends who were like, we're going to sit in the front row. We're like, do not sit in the front row because you're going to hear the echo that we're going to hear the whole time. I'm like, sit midway back, you know. So that's how crazy it was. But honestly, as we were asking friends to pray for us, we're like, you know, there's no reward without the risk. We have to go for it. And I think it paid off because it just forced us, hearing the echo, yes, the echo is there, hearing the echo forced us to be more intentional. Every word that came out of our mouths was the words that we wanted to say. Is that a safe way to put it?
Yeah, we were very intentional. We did not waste words. And in short, we created, well, everyone told us it was the best talk of the entire convention. I mean, it started off, we branded a catchphrase that got used by almost every single speaker on the stage.
Which is not uncommon to many of you because it was in the whole story is in the Chance of Awesome book and the concept of must be nice. We talk about this, right? Honestly, we've been talking about it on a personal level and professional level for 10 years. So it's so cool when you can share something that's such a part of your vocabulary with your peers and your colleagues and give them kind of a language for something that they're struggling with.
Yeah.
So this concept of must be nice.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we touched on at the beginning of this, dealing with jealousy and envy. So we all have been there. We all have had that moment where we look at our neighbor or family member or friend and things are going great for them, and you say, oh, must be nice, right? So, you know, you might have a friend who has this amazing house because her husband is a carpenter and is able to do all these upgrades without having to pay for labor, and you're like, oh, must be nice, right? Or you might know someone who, when you were in school, never had to study at all and got straight A's.
Must be nice,
right?
I knew those people.
Maybe it's someone you know whose husband has a really good job, and so she gets to stay home with the kids, and something that you'd love to be able to do. Must be nice,
right?
So it goes on, and of course, in the speaking world, it happens all the time too. We go to a convention with all these speakers, and we see these amazing performers and amazing stories and talents, and it's really easy to look at them and be like, oh, they're so, like, he's so talented, or he was in the NBA, so people want to hire him, or she was a Fortune 500 CEO and she's got all these connections, or he can juggle fire. I wish I could juggle fire. Must be nice. And it seems like everyone you talk to in the hallway has an amazing story or an amazing talent, and it's easy to say must be nice. And the truth is, I was in one of these must be nice shame spirals in 2013 at a speakers convention in Philadelphia, and there was a moment where it finally hit me, where I was like, you idiot. You have a must be nice. You have this art talent that you are not even utilizing in your speaking programs. Because at that point, I kind of saw it as just like this separate thing. And it's like, if you were to fully incorporate your art into your speaking, into your slideshows, into your products, all this stuff, someday you will be on this main stage and people will be watching you, and they'll see all of this art and how you tie it all together, and they'll say, must be nice.
Jason actually said that from the stage during our speech, and the whole place went wild. Because it was one of those full circle moments, you know, I'm going to tear up. It was really, really powerful to have it come to life.
Yeah, eight years later, and then there it was. And what was especially cool too is the entire crowd, as we were talking about the must be nice, after a while they started to finish the sentence with must be nice. So,
cool.
It was quite a moment. And you know, so the lesson there is this: whenever you're looking at someone else and feeling jealousy or envy, is to realize that you have a must be nice. You have something that other people wish they had. Maybe you have a child and other people have not been able to have a child. Maybe you have an amazingly supportive family, parents. Maybe you live in a really cool part of the country. Maybe you have an amazing job. Maybe you have been blessed with good health, or there's always someone who wishes that they had what you had. And our job is to take a pause and say, what's my must be nice? It's partly gratitude, but then it's like, am I making the most out of that must be nice? And in my case, in 2013, I wasn't making the most out of my must be nice, but I sure was busy wishing I had someone else's. And I think it's a good reminder for all of us that we can get caught up in that must be nice trap, and that when we hear ourselves saying that in our head, it should be a reminder to say, to be grateful for our own must be nices, right?
Yes. And I'm seeing so many great comments here. Teresa Bloomquist, love you, girls. She asked, where can I see the whole talk? That's a very good question. I'm not sure if they're going to release it. It was a private conference that you had to register. So we'll look into that. There might be some, clips from it. So
yeah, I'm not sure if they'll give us a copy of it or not, but if they do, we will definitely share it. I will say that I'm going to be writing a version of it in the Insider this week. So if you're not subscribed, go to escapeadulthood.com/insider. It's free to become part of our merry band of adultitis fighters. And this Sunday's issue will have this concept, the must be nice concept, and so that was it was so great. I mean, I think we really impacted a lot of people. A lot of people came up to us and told us how much it meant to them, how much it encouraged them, and that's really what it is all about.
I mean, as I was telling someone who we were chatting with, I'm like, this is kind of what Jason does. Everyone thinks of him as a visual artist, but in a lot of ways, he gives us the words, this must be nice. It's part of his creative process to label things in a new way. And I'm always telling clients this, he's going to give your people new language that they're going to use for the whole conference. Well, that just happened. And almost every single speaker that came up on the stage after our program said the words must be nice. So I'm like,
even Alexa at one point.
Alexa,
yes.
They had Alexa on the stage and she said must be nice. So it was really playful and fun for us to see those words resonate, because honestly it is just a human nature challenge. We all, our brains love connection. As a kindergarten teacher, you're constantly seeing them making connections, right? And that's what we do when we compare. So it's just human nature for us to say, is my life like theirs, or theirs is better, or ranking, and all of that is so destructive. So I think these three little words, must be nice, it kind of helps put it on a different perspective for us to look at the things that we could be grateful for instead of comparing all the time.
Yeah. I think I was thinking about the two highlights for me were two different people. There was one who is a mentor of ours that we've known pretty much from the beginning, who is a speaker that I admire so much, and he came up and talked about how good we did and how impressed he was. And when you get compliments from some people, it means more, because they're not just saying it, and they've been around the block. So that meant a lot. But then the other one was a first-timer who came up to me, and he was like, he goes, thank you so much. He goes, this was worth the price of the entire conference to hear this speech. This really got me in a good mindset. And I mean, I don't know which one's better, awesome. but they were both pretty good. So
the other part that our viewers will appreciate is that we did Let's Draw as a live audience with them, which you'll have to check out my Facebook page and just see it. I think I made it public so anyone can see them. But the pictures, Jason drew a buffalo or a bison, and they with the headband, just like his artwork. What's that one called? The American
All American.
Mm-hmm. And it was so neat to see a crowd of like 400 grown-ups drawing and then showing us their artwork after. So here's our Must Be Nice. We now, from this show, the Let's Draw segment and our virtual programs, of course, have this Let's Draw segment to bring into our live audiences. And that is definitely happening.
Yeah, that's staying. We're going to do that again. So
right?
I have a program in Arizona at the end of the month, so they're going to get treated to that as well.
Yes. So I think it's time for our drawing. What do you think?
Yes, it is. So
right.
we're going to begin the 3-ring raffle. This month in July, everyone who is a member of the Wonder Whimsy Society received, I think, 3 blue raffle tickets. And we told you that over the next 3 weeks, we are going to give away some really, really cool prizes. So your job is to get those tickets out. And this, you don't, obviously, if you're not watching live, you're watching the replay, but you got to tell us. We don't know who has what tickets.
Kelsey's got hers ready.
Okay, good.
Yay!
So what's the first prize we'll do,
the
Kim?
first prize. So the last Wonder Whimsy Society box, the mystery mailing was kind of circus themed. I'm sure you picked up on that. So Rachel and Jenna put their heads together and came up with some really fun ones. So we have the Bearded Lady Funko Pop. Of course, we're going to give out a Funko Pop, you guys. Isn't she adorable?
From The Greatest Showman.
She's so cute, right? So should I just draw who's going to win that
yes,
right now?
And then we'll have to write down on the ticket what it was.
Yes,
so we don't
good
remember.
call.
Okay.
All right. The
We've
rain
got our
has
fancy Ziploc bag here.
I mean, can you believe that Jason remembered to pack this in the car?
We have to get something better
All right,
for next
so
time.
here is the ticket for the Bearded Lady, and here's the number. Are you ready? 953181. 95. It's probably gonna be backwards. I don't know. 953181. So I'm gonna write on here, Bearded Lady.
All right. So your job after you watch this, if you have the winning ticket, is to email kj@escapeadulthood.com with your ticket number, and probably have to have a picture to prove it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah,
I guess
just
anyone
email
could
us
just
a
do
picture
that.
of it.
So.
All right, we got another one. The
okay.
next prize is kind of a twofer. All right.
Oh, we'll do the other one.
Do the other one first.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We have the Greatest Showman CD, but it's reimagined.
Okay, so probably everyone here has and loved the Greatest Showman soundtrack, but this is next level. All right, this is remixes by different artists. Like who's on there, Kim?
Okay, so it's really dark. So for instance, we have Pink. A Million Dreams is sung by Pink, which would be
Speaking of
epic.
Pink,
oh
here's
my
a
gosh,
fun little
this
detail.
Is so cool. Yes.
We got to meet Pink's drummer. Apparently,
Yes.
Pink's drummer is in the National Speakers Association. His name is Mark, and we got
he was such a nice guy, by the way.
We got to meet him and have a picture with him, and he also. There we go.
There's us with Pink's drummer, and he was like so cool, and he complimented my hair. Isn't that cool?
He did.
He's like, you have rad hair. I'm like, that's awesome that you said that.
Yeah,
that
someone
really
who
cool.
who works with Pink, who has some pretty rad hair.
Known for her hair. I
Right.
think that was the distinguishing thing. Okay. All right, so let me see another one. How about Kelly Clarkson sings Never Enough. That would be sweet. Pentatonic sings The Greatest Show, or The Greatest Show towards the end. Keisha sings This Is Me. Max and Ty Dolly, I don't know who that is, sings The Other Side. So yeah, just modern people. So yes, let's see who the winner is. Can you do like a drum roll or something? I know, it does sound awesome, Kelsey, I think. All right, here is the winner, 953025. 953025. 025. All right, that is the CD. Let me write it on the back so we don't.
All right.
And last but not least, like we said, there's a little twofer gift here. We have, you may remember, or have seen Jason's artwork, The Greatest Showman. This little guy with the little Lego guy looking at the cat. We actually have this hanging in our bathroom at home.
It's a fun little journal. Is that it's a lined
it's a,
journal, isn't it? No, it's a
it's
dotted journal.
Yeah.
So you can use it to to write on or use it for
But,
drawings.
It's more fun if you actually have this guy to go with it.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
How cute is that, you
The
guys?
little
Look at
ringmaster.
it. So you can put him on your desk and use this to put all your new ideas in. So that is a fun prize. I would like to win that prize,
good one.
but I don't think I get a ticket, do
No,
I?
you are not eligible to win. Although,
Steven, good to see you. You made it.
I guess
Yay.
if people that have the ticket don't tell us they have the ticket, then we win.
Kristen Haney says, how cute is that ringmaster?
I know, right?
I know. Okay, the winner is 953392. 953392. And of course, this is for Wonder and Whimsy Society members. You guys have your tickets that came in the mystery mailing. So if you're just tuning in, you're like, how do I win these things?
What is this about?
You have to be a member of the Wonder and Whimsy Society. And
But
you have
good
to put
news.
I
Good
know.
news. If you're not a member of the Wonder Whimsy Society, we will be
points.
opening the doors in August. So if you're not already a member at escapeadulthood.com/insider, which is our free newsletter, you will learn when the doors open.
Ella
and you
was
can be
so
part of
close,
this.
it sounds like. But what happens next week?
We're going to do it again. We have 3 more prizes next week and 3 more after that. And they only get better, you guys.
Look at her. Isn't she adorable? I just want her so bad.
The other ones, like I picked this as our first one because I knew we would be on the road. The other ones are bigger. There's some pretty rad stuff. So,
I'm just looking at everything. Our little minifig guy. That was my homework. Jason's like, here, put this together before the show.
All right. Well, we got a few more minutes. If anyone has a question or a comment, we can take that as you know. This is a little bit different than our normal show. It's our fun-sized version. We'll be back next week with episode number 60 from our studio.
And actually, Helen said no one here is present that is won, or no one. The winners aren't present. That's okay. They just have to tell us by next week, right?
Or I don't remember what the I think by next week.
Okay.
We have it in the letter, the rules.
So you don't have to be live to win, but you do have to tell us because we don't know who the winner is. We don't know.
Helen, no let's draw in the car. No let's draw in the car today. Unfortunately, but we'll be back again next week with the Let's Draw segment. People are driving by wondering what's going on here. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Says happy for you too. Glad it went well. Yeah, it went very well, and I was very happy that it was at the beginning of the conference, so then we could relax.
Yes. And by the way, if you are a part of our Escape Adulthood League, escapeadulthood.me, right? Escapeadulthood.me. That is our League of Merry Adultitis Fighters. You will see that I put up a very interesting Whimsy Wednesday post this morning of a cute little dog that I found in Vegas.
Yes.
And it is worth logging in for, let me tell you. So I know some of you already commented on it, but Vegas was a little overwhelming for me, I have to be honest. I have a hard time at the grocery store because of all the shelves and options. So Vegas was like that on steroids because everything's electronic and the lights and that was my first visit. So it was hard. It was not the best fit for me. As I told someone else, I'm more of a Grand Canyon kind of girl. Like, this place is too much, But I did find a little wonder and whimsy that I put up in the Whimsy Wednesday post, so I hope you can check it out. I know, Kara, right? I'm like, I mean, I appreciate it for what it is, but I think I'm with you, Brenda. It's an introvert's overload. So I'm not planning any trips back anytime soon.
Yeah. Apologies to Kristen Haney, who said she finally thought ahead and brought a pen and paper and pencil to be able to draw with us tonight. Apologies on that. Next week we'll be back at that.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we made the most of it. We had a good time.
Yeah, we went to a Cirque show last night, kind of as a grand finale, and again, very overwhelming and awesome, but in a very artistic way. And you could so appreciate the performers and the talent that they brought. Must be nice to have that kind of talent.
Yes, must be nice. Let's see.
What'd Sharon say? I thought Vegas. Oh, it's going so fast. It's hard to see this.
Kristen forgives us. That's good. I appreciate that.
Well, we're doing a complete 180 now, moving away from this conference to our Escape Adulthood Summit, which is just, 2.5 weeks away.
Yep.
You guys!
Ahead on that.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. So, which Cirque show? We went to
Mystere.
Mystere, yes. It had this clown baby man.
Baby clown.
That was, like, actually quite hilarious. In the previews, I was like, a man dressed up as a baby, giggling. How is this going to go? It was funny.
It was pretty good.
I bought it. So.
It was pretty good. I got a chance to see the O Cirque show when I was in Vegas by myself last time, and I was trying to explain to Kim what a Cirque show is like. It's like Tim Burton's Dreams. It's kind of like very surreal and weird and silly and doesn't make all the way a lot of sense, but is amazing. So I'm not sure why Steven wants to know our favorite dinosaur. I don't know if I missed that reference, but mine is the Triceratops all day long.
Mine is none.
None.
No interest in dinosaurs whatsoever. So, in replacement of our Let's Draw tonight, I can show you some of the awesome Let's Draw artwork that was done from the stage. I have to tell you, there was a couple. Jason had this awesome line when people were drawing the bison, and he was talking about drawing the hair, and he said, if you're not having fun drawing this hair, you're dead inside. And the place erupted. So that was kind of fun. So that was cool. You don't actually have this one. Did we do this on the show? Did we? Okay, so they could go back in the archive.
Yep.
And they could grab that if they wanted to, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's good to know. Oh, this one is one of my favorites, you guys.
That's a good
one.
Look
at that guy.
The little headband is cool.
It's so cute.
Yes, Julie, Love was another one. That I would have liked to seen Love with the Beatles and the Michael Jackson one, but neither of those were open when I was doing tickets, so I didn't have a chance to go to those. Mystere and O were the only ones that were available. But
we did go to Hell's
Vegas
Kitchen.
is open.
Yes.
There is no doubt about that. It is.
Oh my gosh.
Wall-to-wall people. So it was kind of cool to be back in life again.
Can you see this picture of me and Mr. Gordon Ramsay? Yeah, I did get to meet him.
You mean you met a picture of him?
I met a video welcome of him when you go into Hell's Kitchen. So we did have beef Wellington and risotto at Hell's Kitchen, which has been a dream of mine. There's the beef Wellington. That's literally the plate that was in front of us, which looks like a magazine. So it was very, very yummy.
Yes.
Highly recommend. So that was worth going to Vegas for.
Yeah, it was. It was a good trip and worked out well. Thank you for all of you who were giving us well wishes and prayers. They were very much felt. And
look
thank
at
you
Jenna.
for...
She got the link to the bison. Draw the bison.
That's if you don't have a Jenna, you need a Jenna.
I know. Must be nice.
Keep her around. Yep. Okay. Well, we are not that far from home. We're very homesick, and we have not seen our kids in a week. So we are very excited to go see them and hug them and find out how things went. By the way, that's where they were. They were with Jenna. So Jenna,
nice.
Jenna's taking care of the kids. She's throwing up links. She does it all, folks. Yeah, I will be here next week, same time, back to normal. But we did want to check in with you and say hi and give you an update. And
until next time, Adultitis fighters.
That's my line.
I know. Are you going to do my line?
Shine on, spread whimsy, and keep being awesome.
See you guys.